So in its basic form, the Inform Racing Bet Recorder does just that. It records your bets. It doesn't have to get any more complicated than that. If you just want to record your bets, it saves you having to use an Excel sheet. It saves you having to type the name, type everything into all these cells, and save your bets. You can access the bet recorder on the menu on the left-hand side once you've logged in. And as with all features, if you click the box at the top, it removes the menu and gives you more space. Okay. So to simply record a bet, the page opens on Record Bet, and this gives you a list of all of today's runners, okay, by race time. All you need to do is either click on a name or click Add. All the details of that horse are in your betting slip, in the bet slip. This is basically if you just want to save all of your bets. You don't have to do anything else. Click Save Your Bet. And if you go to your open settled bets, this is now a bet that has been saved. Okay, so you're now recording this bet. You've done 2 clicks or 3 clicks, no typing, simple. Okay, if you want to record as many more as you want, you can do. If you're on your betting site and you see that your horse you want to back is Arctic Czar, and you are on open bets, you can go back to record bets and you can just type, start the few first letters, Arctic Czar. That's been added to the betting slip. Nothing else you have to do apart from save it. We've got 2 open bets. And again, you can check your open bets, okay? As soon as you want to record your bet, once the bet's been placed, you can click Edit. All you then have to do is put in your odds of whatever the bet was, the odds, and these are decimal odds, okay? So if the horse was 3-1, you want to put in 4. If the horse was 5-2, which is 2.5-1, you want to put 3.5. If the horse was 10-1, you put 11, okay? So all you need to do is then add the odds, add the position, let's say at 1, and again click Save. You've now got an extra settled bet. And that's it. And that is all you have to do if you just want to record all of your bets, and you can record thousands of bets, and all of your bets are updated. They're saved in your account. So when you come to the bet recorder each day, you can start again, okay? And you choose, it'll be on the next day, you'll get the next list of declarations. Just to get the list back, just clear what's ever is in the search, okay? And that is it. That's the most basic format. If you just want to save your bets, a simple way of saving all of your bets. If you then, once you've saved your bets, you can go to your profit and loss, or up the top, you can see how many bets you've had, profit and loss, and your return on investment. Okay. And this will give you a line chart graph of all of your bets. Okay. Each one showing as you hover over it. It gives you your highest profit, and it gives you your data up here. You've won 15 out of 56. 8 have come second, 9 have come third. Okay. The filters you won't be using if you're just saving your bets. That's all you need to do. And that is it. That's as simple as it is. Come back the next day, close the graph, go to record bet, pick your bets. Nothing else to do but save your bet. Okay. Once your bet's been, your horse has run, click Edit, put in the position, put in the odds, click Save Bet, and that's it. Okay. So that is the most simple. If you just want to save your bets, that's all you need to do. However, if you want to start analysing all of your bets, you can go in a little bit deeper. Okay. So let's go to the open settled bets here. Go to settled. Now that last one was a fake bet, or a bet I just showed you. So I'm going to delete that bet. Delete this bet. Yes. Okay. So record a bet is exactly the same as I showed you previously if you want to start analysing. Okay. If you click a horse, any horse, the data will be filled in here. okay? If you want to be more specific about the race type, to analyze all the race types, you can click whatever specific race this is, okay? So whatever it is, I'm not sure what that race is, but let's say it's a maiden race. You can put your confidence, how confident you are in the horse, and you can analyze these. Now you can start adding your own strategies, okay? So if you're running some systems and you want to keep each system separate, you can type in your name here. Each word needs to be separated by a hyphen. And once you've saved the bet, your new system will be added to this, one of these badges down here, okay? So I'm now using my strategy called 50-14 top 3, okay? If I want to, at the same time, I can start adding tags. Okay, you can add as many tags as you want. You can add, I've got some here that are all concerned with the ranking race cards. You could add trainer inform, you could add drawn well, speed factor, whatever you want to add, and you can just separate them by a comma. So let's say you were going to say this horse has previous course form, okay? So it's got previous course form and it's drawn well, okay? So these are two tags now that once you save this bet, these two tags will now be added, okay? If you want to, you can go into more detail about the bet with some notes, okay? So there's just a couple of things to do. Add, if you want to, analyze specific race types. Then you can click specific and fill it in. If you want to put your confidence number out of 10, you can. If you're following a system, then this particular bet is for this system. If it was my other one, I would have clicked that one. And I can add as many tags, which are all analyzed as well, okay, over time. So I now save this bet, and that will now be in my open bets. This is the one I've just added, 220 at Downpatrick, okay? Let me delete that one that I've added previously. So it's got the strategy name, it's got the tags that I've saved, okay? So if we go back to the tags now, you can see that course form and drawn well have been added. And if you want to delete any, just click the little red cross. So if we go now to my settled bets, these are the bets I've been having over the last few days, okay? In the most recent days, I've just been using the same system, but previously I was using a mix of the two, okay? So these are all saved there. Now, if I want to, this is showing the results, all my settled bets for everything, okay? All strategies. If I want to, I can separate these and just look at the results for 50-14 top 3 strategy, okay? If I wanted to, again, I can look at the other one. Okay, these are all changed. I haven't had a winner on that one. So again, this is, you can separate each strategy that you're using and just look at the results for that one, okay? Now, if you're using a system, or if you're testing a system and you're not happy with it and you think, you know what, I don't want to continue with that and I want to delete all bets from that strategy, select the strategy as I've done here. Select shown, and that will tick all these boxes. So it ticks all the boxes for the system you don't want. And then I'm not going to click it, but click delete selected, okay? And that will then delete all of your bets from the strategy that you are testing or that you don't want to follow anymore. Okay? So clear selected will get rid of that. So let's go back to all, okay? So this just adds up all of your bets, okay? When they're settled, it shows status is settled. Settled in red means it lost. Settled in green means it won. You have your confidence. You have your betting commission if you're paying any. Your stakes. The bet type, win or each way. The odds that you've taken, etc. Okay. If you've placed a bet and you say to yourself, you know what, I shouldn't have placed that bet. I bet it because I was bored or I had half an inkling. what you can do is you can click bad, okay? Instead of deleting it, you can click bad, okay? Say it's a bad bet. And this will show you how you can remove these bad bets and see what would have happened if you hadn't had your silly bets that you knew you shouldn't have had, okay? So if you're, rather than delete every bet, it's best just to be honest, say, look, I had a bad bet and tick it as a bad bet, okay? So once you've got your analyze bets, you can then go to your analysis, okay? And again, this is analysing all of my bets. So it analyses the horse's age, the strategy, my tag, rank 3, so it's third ranked. Tag wasn't one of the top 3 speed ratings. Odds ranges, there's about 5 or 6 that I'll put on the explanation page. Win type, specific bet type, all the courses will be listed and analysed. As you can see, I've had 55 bets so far. So once I've started having 200, 300, 1,000 bets, this analysis page will really start coming into its own. So for each one, you have the number of bets you've had for each metric, number of wins, win percent, total stakes, profit and loss, return on investment, okay? And again, you can separate each strategy that you're using, okay? Show you my poor one. I've had no wins out of all of those bets, okay? But again, this is just a great way of testing an idea. For the system that I'm using, that I'm becoming more confident with, again, things are far more positive, okay? And you can, again, then see which particular type of bet hasn't been working out. So I've got 2 here in the odds range, basically 13 to just under 21 and 21, 35. I haven't had any bets over, but there is a higher price range. So out of all of these, I've had 7 bets and no winners. Now, obviously, one of these at these prices would recover all those losses. But at the moment, I can see that those bets aren't paying off for me. Okay, and as I say, after you've had a couple of thousand bets, you'll really be able to drill down into what's working for you and what isn't. You can import if you want to save your bet, if you want to download into a JSON file. This is just a simple file that you can save onto your computer somewhere and reload by importing it again, or you can export to a CSV where all the data will be saved for you. But all your settled bets are saved in your account, okay? So if we come up here now, there's 2 defaults, your stake and your betting commission, okay? Betting commission generally won't be changing, but you can choose anything up to 10% or 0, okay? And your stakes, it's up to you if you want to put a default stake. If you don't want to, you can change the stake here and the commission here, okay? Then we've got the number of bets, your return on investment, and then the profit and loss, as I showed before. This is where if you're starting to use analysis and want to drill down into your analysis, you can filter your bets on this line chart, okay? So at the moment, I've got 56 bets saved, so that's one that's open. 55 out of 55 have been filtered, so that's showing all of my settled bets. I've had 14 winners, 8 seconds, 9 thirds, profit and loss, highest point, and the drawdown was 19 points. If you want to start filtering this profit loss curve, click the filter button, then all of the criteria that's being analysed is shown in this panel, okay? Now, first of all, I'll just show you the bad bets. This is where the bad bets comes in, okay? If you want to exclude your bad bets from your results and your chart, click bad bets, and this changes. Okay, so let's just do that. If you keep your eye down here, and we'll show bad bets, so now we'll exclude bad bets. The profit is 12.15 before, and the profit is 26.15 after. Okay, so if we didn't have those bad bets, we'd have had a much better profit. Okay, so if you just want to then see how you would have done, oh, if I hadn't played those silly bets, and that might just make you in future concentrate on the bets that are more important to you. Okay, but also you can now filter by all of these criteria. You can click as many as you like. The green ones show where you've got a win percent of 25% or higher. Red ones show where you've got 15% or lower, or it might be 10% or lower. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I'll put that on the explanation page. And the neutral ones are the win percentages in between. So if you want to, again, you could see how you would have done not betting on the bad ones. Okay, you can click these, and that will change your data immediately down here. Okay, so you can see that you've won one bet out of 9 in where you're confident, where my confidence was only 3. Okay, so if my confidence isn't high, after another few hundred bets, I'm going to be out thinking, okay, I only want to bet when I'm confident. But what you can do is you can also filter your strategies. Okay, so now I'm filtering my best strategy, and I can see that just on this strategy, I've had 35 bets. I've won 14, come third, second 3 times, and third 6 times, and the profit is 52 instead of what was about 25, I think. Okay, so you can see that this is a nice. Okay, it's evened out a little bit over the last few bets, but you can see exactly how your filters are doing. Okay, I mentioned before about the price ranges. Okay, odds range. So I've said before that over 13, I'm not doing so well. Okay, now between 8 and 12.99 is in between my good green ones. Okay, so if I just said at the moment I'm going to, sorry, let me change that. If I said at the moment I'm just going to tick between 2 and under 8. Okay, that's where all my best bets are. Okay, and I can see that this is now showing a much nicer graph. I've had better 50% or more winners. I've had 6 places. The profit has increased to 66.47. Okay, so that's telling me that the if I keep to betting at under 8, and I'm betting on Betfair, this is where I should be concentrating. Okay, if you want to reset all these filters, just click reset, and you can click as many as you like. I say once you've got loads more bets, all of these things will really come into their own. That you can analyze each part of the line chart and see how much improvement you can find if you concentrate on perhaps just your green or ignore certain red badges. Okay, red of all of these in red perhaps. So there you have it, and that's the you just close that there to get back to your settled bets. So as simple as you like. If you just want to add a bet, if you just want to record your bets, go to record bet, click a horse, and save your bet. Okay, that's all you have to do. When it's in, when the result's in, we've got one open bet that I just did. Click edit, add the odds, add the finishing position, and again, save your bet again. Okay, and that will go to your settled bets. If you want to go more into the analysis side, which I think certainly going to pay off in the long term, you can add the specific race type. You can add a confidence figure. All of this data, all of these metrics are being analysed for you after each bet. You can follow a system. You can have as many systems as you like, but each bet you can only use one system at a time. You can then dig down, go deeper into each of your systems to find more factors about each system. You can have as many tags as you like, so that will give you even more analysis on your bets. Okay, so that's the bet recorder. just log into Inform Racing and it's on the list on the left.